Hello and welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2, and this will be part 13. You may have gathered that something looks slightly different compared to the previous part, and it requires a minor update, which I will hereby give. I had pre-recorded quite a few episodes, and I wasn't happy with it. Effectively, as the episodes progressed, I became more and more mechanical in my way of doing commentary, and I had certain agitation points that started getting on my nerves, and I was spending too much time complaining about it, which the viewer probably don't care about. So I decided to restart the game and play up to exactly the same point where the 12th episode finished, right in front of Commander Tann. Doing the pre-recording actually helped me a lot because it taught me a lot of things about this character class. I haven't played it to any extended level before, and hopefully I will benefit from the wisdom gained, or maybe I won't. Me being a player of a questionable caliber. But regardless, the character is a buff butt. And buffing is something that's very, very important for this class, but it's also something that likely will get extremely annoying if I start casting 7 buffs before fighting a rat. The rat is probably dead by the time I cast the 4th buff, so I will be a bit more selective in my buffing, but certain buffs, once they become available, are extremely powerful and should be used whenever possible. So be mindful of that. And on that note, we can carry on where we left off, because in the previous episode we were entering some crypts in hope of finding Commander Tann, or whatever had happened to him, and he stands there rather frozen, so let's go and speak to him, shall we? Or shall we use this lever first? This lever is a bit funky because sometimes when you use it, it will cure all diseases, and sometimes it won't. I don't know whether the criteria is to use it before we speak to him or after, so let's try and use it before we speak to him and see what happens. Oh, it sorted everything. It's a miracle you came along. I was certain I'd be joining the corpses down here soon enough. Are you alright? Yes, I am. Did Lieutenant Vallis send you to find me? He must be gloating right now. He warned me not to send another patrol until we received reinforcements from Neverwinter. Lieutenant Vallis sent me out to find what happened to the patrols. It's a good thing that he did. I have much to report, and the men need to be prepared to deal with this new threat. New threat? The necromancer interrogated me thoroughly on the strengths and weaknesses of Fort Lock, troop numbers, defense strategies, the experience of the men. He must have been planning to attack using the undead he was raising. I'm sure the fort would have held. Sorry, of that I'm certain. But that leaves more questions than answers. I've been wondering how this Shadow Priest planned to take the fort with the undead he had. It just didn't have the numbers. Perhaps if he had additional forces coming from the north, say, from Highcliff, then he may have had a chance for success. Even then, he would have needed to surprise the fort, which would have been unlikely. News of Highcliff falling would spread like wildfire. Fort Lock would be ready. Why would he want to attack the fort? That's a question I've been trying to answer as well. You fought through most of his forces to reach me. You know as well as I do he didn't have the numbers to bring down the fort. Perhaps he had... okay, sorry, didn't. Was the necromancer working alone? He spoke with a shade of some sort from time to time. I heard a name, Black Garius. I gather he's the one giving the orders. Are you able to travel? That Shadow Priest tossed me around for a bit, but wasn't anything serious. I can travel. I was separated from my men as we fought our way in. Some may still be down here. If they're still alive, I won't feel right leaving here. But I also need to return to the fort. I'll leave it up to you. If we return to the fort, I'd appreciate if you would make a return trip and try to find them. Let's look for your men. How many do you think there are? I had 3 men with me when we entered this crypt. I hope they're all still alive. We should get moving, and the longer we wait, the less likely we are to find any of them alive. So, Commander Tann hereby located, and you can see they got rid of their diseases, but they still got the downsides to being deceased, so thankfully we have a lesser restoration. They are hereby sorted, and let's make use of extended bless. Extend spell doubles the duration of spells. Certain spells cannot be extended, instant cast spells and that kind of stuff cannot be extended. But I will try to make more use of the different abilities presented by the beats I've chosen. And already looted, cool. So we now need to find his 3 men. There was a gate outside before, and that lever freed Tann, opened the gate, and I also think, I could be mistaken, but I also think it opened that door down here. I probably did. We'll find out soon enough. It's not super important right now. What didn't open the gate? I would assume it raised the gate, but same thing but different. This looks like a trapped area. Okay. Guys.
Take that!
Okay.
I shall be victorious!
Come on.
Take that!
Ah, of course, this guy also became deceased. Failed another one as per usual. It never fails. Thankfully I got a potion of cure disease. Perhaps a bit overkill to make use of it, but I would rather close the level, or 1000 experience from level. So let us quick save. And by the way, that's another thing I learned the hard way, is that yes, I do know I quick save quite extensively in this game, but because of dice rolls and all that kind of stuff, you need to. You basically need to. I should probably protect myself from evil. Might help.
Take that!
I should probably also spend some time going through some of the spells I'll be using regularly. For those who may not be familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, it may be useful to have that information available. Huh. Oh. There's a guy. Commander, you're alive, find the gods. I see that training wasn't wasted on you, Brunil. And you can thank our rescuers here for our lives. It was nothing. Humble too. I guess you're still new to all this hero business. Let's keep moving. We still haven't found all of my men. Cool. The graphic for this is a bit extensive, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've been hesitant in using it too much, but it is what it is. I must have missed that door somewhere. Of course. When you are an idiot, which I am an idiot, I'm a first-class idiot. Trust me on that. This way. Excuse me, are you stupid? Yeah. Oh, cool. It's good fun, isn't it? Oh, something is behind the door, apparently. Let's find out what it is. Some undead. Who would have guessed? Come on. Oh. Oh, you're still fighting. Oh, go on, poisoned. Fight? Thank you. I seem to be getting all the good benefits this time around. Kilgar Iron Fist. We took care of business in here, which is always nice. Ah. A safe versus poison, so I'm rid of the poison, which is always good. Not some dexterity, but I suppose. Temporarily, of course. Looks like we got hit too late. Losing a man is never easy. We did our best. That we did. At least I know he died fighting, and I can give Garrett here a proper burial. Let's keep moving. We still haven't found all of my men. Indeed. Might be a good idea, so locate the last one, and if my calculations are correct, we found two, so we need to find one more. I'm fairly sure that is the case. Is it locked? Is it trapped as well?
Bonaparte.
Should probably try and... No, okay. Didn't take an awful lot of healing effort. Oh. Iska, could you, maybe?
All done.
Cool. So, if I'm not mistaken, this area is trapped. So what I need to do is this. Disable party AI
Everybody, follow me.
and have her moving gently down the path. Just to make sure the traps are... Yeah.
Indeed.
I want to talk to NPCs with my main character. Commander, by the gods, am I glad to see you. And you, Blaine, I thank our rescue here, not me. I'm just glad you were able to survive. No small feat that. Still, you wouldn't have been around much longer if you hadn't shown up. I thank you for finding my men for me. It's time I return to the fort. I got to prepare the men for what we found down here. Cool. Don't mind those individuals, they're just glowing green. That's perfectly okay. Nothing's wrong with them. They just fell into a pool. Bucket of paint. Let's just say that. Now, if we had gained 741 experience more, I could have done something about it, but I can't at the moment. But we can cheese it. Sort of. Huh. They did the second choice. Because resting in this game takes 5 seconds, which I, before starting playing, doing this let's play playthrough thing, completely forgotten about. When they're resting, they will do a save and throw. If they master a save and throw, they will give it up to disease. So basically, because of the fact that the disease is only downs their abilities a bit, you can basically rest until the game decides that all your characters master save and throw. You can argue it's a bit cheesy, and that's perfectly okay. The game allows it, and I will try very hard to not make use of potential cheesy tactics and exploits, but that is something that has been put in the game. So it would be foolish not making use of it. So, let us buff up and quick say, I'm not sure the boss will last. Let's just wait buffing up, shall we? Commander, it's good to see you alive and well. I'm sure you'll have a report ready once you've returned to the fort. That I will, Lieutenant. We'll have much to discuss. Assemble the officers. I'll be with them shortly. You'll report directly to me, and I shall brief the officers. I'm relieving you of duty. What's gotten into you? I've given you the orders, now carry them out. I am the commander of Fort Log now, Tann. You'll brief me and then return to your quarters, and I will have you arrested for insubordination. Tann is under my protection. I didn't rescue him so you could hurt him more. I'm not about to watch the garrison fall apart again because of you, Tann. The loss of 3 patrols was a direct result of your failure to prepare the men properly. You are unfit for command. The men were as prepared as they could possibly be, Lieutenant. If you have an issue, you can bring it up with my superiors. This is not the way to handle it. I've heard enough. Men, arrest him. If he resists, use any force necessary to subdue him. There's a diplomacy check, and I have been trying to buff my characters to incredible levels and never succeeded. Maybe it's possible, maybe whatever. Intimidate. You suck at intimidating. This is not the way to solve this. Everyone put your weapons down. Well, the solution is Tann comes with us. Until he surrenders his weapon, there's nothing more to be done. I'm not letting you take me anywhere in Vallis. What you're doing is treason. Indeed, I think I've been more than patient with you. Men, kill them. No, the men will try to kill them. Let's see if they succeed. Let's just extend it. Doesn't do anything. I should probably get some down on the cars bar, but... Okay. And... Divine Favor, why not? I forgot the AI is still off, but better re-enable it.
That's it for me.
Sorry. Just go. How dare you? So, that was a quick result.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Yeah, stop moaning. Enough, I can carry no more. Such a whine baby.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Yeah, you've made your point perfectly clear. What else can I throw in there? Light shield, perhaps. She's carrying around on about 157.7 pounds at the moment, which in metric money would be close on 80 kilos. She's whining. Well, I suppose. You know what? He can carry that bag. He's a big, strong guy. So, suddenly we are carrying nothing. No longer encumbered. So, we should be perfectly safe. Yeah, I don't need to heal her up. Kirka is quite strong, by the way. I'm just saying. I wasn't just setting it up. He's a man of a certain amount of strength. You can double check. 18. He's not dramatically strong, but he's stronger than me. Well, he's definitely stronger than me, but the main character. I should make sure my phrasing is more adequate, accurate. Stuff, things, words, you know, all that. So, I've already spoken with Marshal Colmick. The patrols to West Harbor will resume right away. I can't believe Vallis allowed security to deteriorate like this. I've also spoken with our smith, Jacoby. He's been given orders to make whatever spare equipment we might have lying around available to you. He would charge you cost for the items. I wish I could afford to just give them to you, but the money counters back in Neverwinter would have my head for that. So with that, all that out of the way, is there anything else I can help you with? No, apparently not. So, let's go and see Mr. Jacoby. Thanks for getting our commander back to us, or for us. We're all ready to hang Valis ourselves, just on principle. The smithy work still won't be a challenge, but it'll sure be a lot more pleasant around here. So what can I do for you? Show me what you have to sell. I crafted that half plate, by the way, in the restarting of this playthrough thing. It's a sold for about 400 gold. I was surprised that's just an iron half plate. Unless you craft wondrous items, it's or magical weapon and armor.
Enough! I can carry no more. Indeed.
None of the stuff you can craft is going to be any special, but well, some of it can be special, but what I was going to say was it isn't going to make you rich, but it is perfectly serviceable. Thankfully, I can sell directly from this, except for the fact that it keeps doing that. I don't know. You know what, let's just get it out, so we can sell it, just out here.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Yeah, shut up. Light show, +1, come on.
Enough! I can carry no more.
You have
Enough.
mentioned that.
I can carry no more. Enough! I can carry no more.
Okay, so I only said it so many times. Good. Battle axe. Anything else? At least they spell it correctly. I do take a certain disliking to when people spell axe, A-X. It's not correct. I know there's probably some allowances for as everything is being simplified, that there's some allowance for actually using that spelling, but it's still incorrect. So, anyway, katana we will not be using. Can you identify that?
How can I help?
No. Okay, I'll pay Jacoby for
Come with
identifying it then. Let's just get this. Oh, let's just identify everything. You won't buy that, you will pay 1 gold for that. Okay. Identify. 5 assistance. Cool. Suppose. Yeah, well. I'm going to use that. Chainmail +1. Oh. Scrap. Nope. Two intelligence could come in handy from for some character even. Undead turning, extra turning, it's a bonus feat. Could be useful. Of course, we can't actually turn undead, so we have insight, bonus lore +5. That might be useful for someone. Not me. I haven't got the lore skill at a level where it's remotely useful. Light on those users, cure serious wounds, mass cure serious wounds. It's got 1 use because it only has 3 charges, so I suppose. It's worth 1,000 gold. That's just a potion. I don't care about getting that identified. I'm not keen on items with users. Or charges even, sorry. Let's sort of, I'm just selling that. 3,700 gold. Anything else? I think we're good. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Light hammer. Well, could be good for someone, I suppose. Not for me. +1 of Pulsion. No, thanks. The War Mage can give it off as well. That's a wand. Spell. Yeah. I think we actually good.
Yes.
Oh, naughty.
Yes.
So, we still need to buy some stuff because I didn't want to spend the money and carry this around. So, the problem is, of course, we need something like this enchanted for it to be very good. But we can craft some stuff eventually. That's good enough for me. Okay, cool. Just need to throw that into the bag and then be done with it. This is my crafting bag, I've decided, and of course it's temporary storage if I'm carrying too many things around that's too heavy. I could probably sell half of these gems, but I'll just keep them around, you know, just in case. Yeah. So, that's sorted, and then we need to speak to Galen, I suppose. And once again, you've cleared a path for me. With the patrol starting again, I should be able to travel safely. I'm glad I could help. I'll be moving on as soon as I've packed my gear. Thank you, Kaylee. It's been an honor knowing you. Show what you have for sale. Anything special? Possibly. Not something I want to blow money on, though. Got 19,000. Should I give him? No, I shouldn't. Never mind. Anything here? Holy water? No. Not at all. Okay. Commander Tann is back. Valis is taken care of. I'm actually sure that the diplomacy check I said earlier is hard to. If you manage it, I'm fairly sure they hang Valis. I don't blame them, but never mind. Valis is taken care of, and it looks like the patrol will be starting again soon. Not bad at all. I'm just glad I could help. You seem to have a knack for solving problems. I could use someone like you. I can reward you probably for this back in the city. It shouldn't be any trouble convincing Captain Brelena that you deserve a little something for helping me out. Stop by the city guard barracks if you find yourself looking for work in Neverwinter. As for me, I better get moving. I've already spent too much time here. Cool. So, I guess the vendoring of stuff was a bit padding. And for that I do apologize, but personally, if I watch someone play through a game, unless it's micromanagement stuff, it does bother me a bit when they, I'm just going to visit the vendor, and then come back and then 2/3 of the inventory is gone and whatever. So I keep it in so people can skip it themselves, but I shall end this part here, and when we come back, we are finally going to head to Highcliff. Aren't we? Thanks for watching, take care, and see you next time. Bye bye for now.